By the way, hooker blood doesn't help you get an erection.
Well, never say never.
But
you don't know.
But you can have her courage.
From hooker blood?
You drink her blood.
That's how you...
And you eat her heart.
And let's get real. A hooker has courage.
Yes, they do.
Can you imagine going with a guy who needs a hooker into a fucking hotel room by yourself?
Yeah. Just you and that guy who needs sex.
You're like, there's a 40% chance I die.
Yeah.
But I need $200. Because I have to pay my slumlord. There are many topics and concepts we are all familiar with, but aren't exactly sure how they work. Each week, Alan Fitzgerald and I choose a topic and try our best to explain it. This is Explaining Things. Welcome back to another episode of Explaining Things. As always, I'm your host, Jonathan Tilson, with my co-host, Alan Fitzgerald.
I'm Alan.
How would you be a New York landlord?
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know.
What do you have to do to be a landlord? You have to fucking buy a building. Where do you get your fucking fortune? I feel like a lot of people inherit it.
Yeah, or they're just born with a certain amount of gold.
You know, what you really want to look out for is a landlord who inherited landlordship from his father.
Yes.
Because that's the dirtiest version of just the son of a rich man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even the son of a rich man. It's the son of a landlord.
Yeah.
All right. You think he's a dirtbag? Maybe dad was one of the honest ones. Maybe he earned his fortune. He bought a building, and he's like, okay, he's kind of noble. The son got nothing going on.
Then he yells at you when it's a day late.
Fucking
a day
when
late.
It's not 5 days early, he yells at you.
Yeah.
Fucking itching his neck.
Yeah.
He's got an OxyContin fix.
That'd be a good thing, because then I would just get in the business of selling OxyContin.
Oh.
And then I could pay my bills.
That's right.
With OxyContin.
And you could also withhold it.
Yeah.
Hey, until that sink gets fixed. No fix for you, buddy. If you're a really scumbag landlord, you fix stuff on your own, even though you have minimal handiwork.
You have no
training.
idea how to do it.
Yeah.
Duct tape hero is what you are.
Oh, duct tape. A lot of duct tape.
A lot of duct tape.
Tools and a Ziploc.
Yeah. How you doing? I could have used a plunger myself. This is a little more complicated than that shithead.
What is my rent going to? I hear rats in the walls.
And they always up your rent by just like $75, so it's not enough to move.
It's not enough to move.
But it's just like, what the fuck?
They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the landlord handbook. Basically the same price. Basically the same. Now, of course, the building is older and shittier than it was a year ago. I like a nice Serbian landlord. You know? Straight to business.
Yes.
Bam.
I like a nice Chinese landlord. You know? 35 you in one room.
Exactly.
All sleeping in bamboo cots.
That's right. Sex slaves.
Sex
on
slaves.
The third floor.
Yeah.
They don't work there. But they live there.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yeah.
There's also a glory hole there.
There's a glory hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's never women on the other side of a glory hole.
No, if there was, you wouldn't needed the glory hole.
No,
you could just meet a woman and have sex.
The most fucking sick bitch on the fucking planet is on the other side of a glory hole.
Yeah, and why, by the way, why is she on a glory hole unless she's missing half her head or something? Like, why?
Oh, my God. And I know. And I don't want the feminist take of just like, well, why can men do a glory hole, but women can't do a glory hole? Because look at the basic temperament of men and women. Mm-hmm. Men are disgusting animals.
Why?
Taking sex even when they don't know who
Why,
it is.
Mitzi, do you want to go to a glory hole?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, Lena. Why don't you suck random cocks through a wall? Is that romantic enough for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't go to a glory hole if I thought there was Lena Dunham on the other side of it. If that was like an up chance, I'd be like, no thanks.
No.
I just want some guy.
You'd rather see some fucking beard hair poking out the hole back at you?
Yeah.
Must be your pussy. Landlords get a bad reputation.
They do.
Justifiably?
Yeah. Well, it depends, you know?
I mean, a lot of them are shit.
A lot of them, I mean, it's a business.
It is a business.
Your life is a business to them.
It is. I understand that, like, if you do cut some slack on rent, like, let it be 8 days late, it will continue to be 8 days late, 10 days late. So, like, I get why you have to be a stickler with that.
Yes.
Now, on the other side of that, when I, in the past, have had to pay a couple days late, fuck that guy.
Wait, you're paying your rent late, though?
Not anymore. In my younger years.
In my younger years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your worst fucking enemy is squatters' rights as a landlord.
Yeah, how long do squatter rights go on for?
I've watched fucking TV shows about like worst case scenarios, and there are people living in a place for like a fucking year. I don't understand how it's possible. Like, I understand giving protection to people, but I just mean like at a certain point.
At a certain point, it's just like if every day someone walked in to a supermarket and took a pound of blueberries and said, "Sorry, hungry person's rights. Do you have to eat the organic blueberries, sir, if you're going to steal?"
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I do.
Those are more expensive.
Who do landlords answer to? Is there like...
There is like a commission.
Okay, so they don't... So there's nothing about it in the Torah?
And no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. I haven't brushed up recently.
So many holidays, I'll never get anyone to fix my air conditioner. I swear to God.
Are you in a nice part of town or a crappy part of town? Because that's a very different landlord.
I mean,
If a landlord can check credit and just make sure you're employed and blah blah blah, then okay, you've got an easier gig. But if you're in a slum,
yeah, I was about to say it's called a slumlord.
if you're a slumlord,
that's bad.
That's
bad on the resume.
You have to be fucking brutal. Does anyone actually call a landlord in a slumlord? Like,
I mean, not to his face.
Not his title.
Especially if you're behind on rent.
It's a behind his back kind of thing.
Yeah, fucking
like,
slumlord.
Yeah, this hotel isn't a hotel, it's a motel. How can you tell? I can just tell.
What is the difference between a hotel and a motel other than just shittiness?
Funny you ask.
Because the Days Inn is technically a hotel, but...
No, I think it's a motel.
They call themselves hotel.
Well, they lie.
They lie
I think
big
a
time.
motel, if they're bold enough, they can call it a hotel, and who's going to fucking, like, is there a commission that's going to be like, the doors are on the outside? I don't think so. That is a motel. All right?
I don't know, maybe it's a certain amount of cum that's allowed in the curtains.
Exactly. They go by cum and blood. How much cum and blood is in the room, okay? And if it's under a certain amount, you get a hotel.
Congratulations, Hampton Inn.
That's right. Oh my God. Minimal hooker blood in this hotel. Congratulations. Now, if you can rent a room by the hour, that's a motel.
Oh,
that's
totally
a motel.
a motel.
And not all motels. That's the lowest level motel.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can rent by the hour, that's just fucking amazing.
Can you imagine that? You're fucking someone, you're like, oh shit, this is gonna take a little longer.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to pay for a second hour? You're just pumping furiously to try to get in underneath of like $258. You can't afford 2 hours.
God, no.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah, not made of money.
Luckily, you gave him a prepaid debit card and he doesn't know it.
He has no idea. That's right. Because the guy at the desk is blind in both eyes. He could tell by scent and hearing that you were a decent guy.
Yeah. No rules. He just said, clean up your hooker blood.
Clean up your hooker blood. Sure, this is my wife. Sure it is. 1 hour. Yeah, a slumlord is a different fucking job because you have to be, it's like a tow truck driver. A tow truck driver has to be a cunt. He has to be a cunt. Every single time.
Why?
Why does a tow truck driver have to be a cunt?
Yes.
Because he can't let every single person who runs up to him saying, hey, I was just in there for a minute, he can't let that happen.
Oh, right, yeah, tow truck driver.
Yeah. It's like
different.
he has to be.
I thought you were talking like a regular truck driver. No, a tow truck driver has to be a cold man.
He has to be, he's had a gun pulled on him.
Yeah.
There's just no question.
Also, bouncer, you kind of got to be a dick.
You got to be a dick too. Yeah. And I mean, there are different degrees of pricks, but like, a slumlord might fuck hookers. A slumlord might have an addiction problem. A slumlord has other things. If I want to be sympathetic to a slumlord, he's got to make sure you're not running a fucking hooker ring out of your apartment.
Or that you're not running a hooker ring and we're not giving them 5%.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or fucking certainly drug dealers.
Yep.
You know, that's something he has to look for. Seedy people.
Well, seedy people are the only ones who are going to be looking to live in a slum anyway, so it's pretty tough.
That's what I'm saying. Got to roll with an iron fist.
Yeah. How to be a landlord? Have balls of steel.
If you can be a heartless prick, you kind of have to be.
But also, you let shit slide.
You let shit slide. Because it's always going to be more difficult to find a new tenant.
And that one might even be worse. The devil you know, baby.
That's right. Yeah, this guy's been in there for fucking 2 years. He pays rent most of the time on time.
Yeah.
He might be building a nuclear weapon in his bathroom. We don't know for sure.
But he dropped out of community college, so he's not gonna complete it. Also, be Jewish.
You go
Beginning
back
and end.
You go back to that. But I see landlords of every race.
Yeah, well,
An Italian landlord?
you're just more progressive than I am.
I guess I am.
Italian landlord.
There are lots of awful people from every race. A lot
right.
of piece of shit landlords from every race.
All right, there. You don't know how to be a landlord, but, you know, whatever.
And you might never sue us.
Goodbye.
Bye.